Good evening, everybody. How are you this evening? Welcome to Thursday Night Ben's Brick Designs. I'm Ben. Thanks for being here tonight. Just gonna jump right into it because I want to get to building because I'm very excited about this. So, for my birthday, my special lady friend, it's Beth, was kind of like, what do you want for your birthday? And I was like, you know what? Get whatever you want. I have an Amazon wish list. I like cooking stuff. Maybe a hockey jersey that has just one. I'm always good with Lego, even if you don't know what I've got. Any set's fine. So finally she settled on, or I said, you know what? I would really like that Ghostbusters ECTO-1. And so we got that. So we're going to do, got the digital instructions again. Everyone seemed to like that. So we got it here in the big box. Can't really see it from that angle, but you can see it up here. So we're going to go ahead and give this an open and get to building. And we'll do a little talk about Brick Rodeo for those who weren't on the stream on Twitch the other day. Hopefully some of y'all are at Love and Thunder. I just got back from Thor Love and Thunder with my son. Go ahead and put them down here. So this is from Target this time. It's not from the Lego store. Lego.com is currently out, and the Lego store had one, and it was sold out when we got there, and then Beth ordered it, and then they got another one in. So here you go. Here's your big box of stuff. Nice big box, nice banged up box by the look of it. Got some banged up thing there. It's a good thing I don't really care about that. But this is a sizable box. This is a very large, you can tell by the hand scale here what kind of size of box this is. Hopefully it's not a huge build. What's up, Kodiak? How's it going? I'm used to seeing stuff scroll from the top, so that's interesting. Cheers. I'm doing Love Street Light because I'm a big old fat boy who needs to not drink so much beer. And I like Love Street. You're the first one here tonight, Kodiak. Share with all your friends. Let's get some people in here. We'll get some chatting going on. So again, just got back from, like literally 20 minutes ago, got back from Love and Thunder. And I enjoyed it. It was... I thought as good as Ragnarok, but probably not better. I really liked Ragnarok, and this had the same vibe to it, but it wasn't, I feel like, it was the same thing as like seeing Guardians for the first time and going, oh man, that was great. And then Guardians 2 is like, yeah, I mean, more of the same. Pretty good. All right, so I don't know how many bags are in this. Dump them out and see how many bags. You can see the back of the box here. Got some play stuff over here. Got an actual... This is a still from the new movie, which I don't think this is from the new movie per se, but I don't know. It just says Ghostbusters. So a couple of those stills being from the new movie is kind of unique. I'm really sure about that. Because I don't think you can get a version that's dusty and worn down. So, 12 bags so far. Haven't found the instructions. I really need to clean up this area. Got a lot to sort. 2, 12, 11, 10. How are you doing tonight, Kodiak? How's things? Eight, 1. Here's 1. Here's 2. 2 bags of 2. 3. 4. Interesting. 1 bag of 1. It's a little bag of 11. Bag of wheels. Another 10, 9. There was a 1 over here. 7. Well, that goes there for now. Eight. 10. I'm well. One of my favorite local places that isn't Bricks and Minifigs is closing down in a month, so I'm here doing some shopping. Oh, nice. Remoting in. Well, tell everybody who is at the local Lego store that is not Bricks and Minifigs that Ben's Brick Design says hello. And I hope to see them on stream. There's the 11. I know our local Bricks and Minifigs are a good group of people. They have been hosting our meetings, which I find very cool of them. In fact, our next meeting in about a week and a half is going to be there, where we discuss the next big show here in Texas, Bricks Killeen, which happens in Killeen. In September. So that'll be fun. I'll be going to that, and I will be staying up there that weekend. So this will be the first Lego convention that I go to where I'm actually staying and it's not in Austin. So wish me luck. It'll be one of the first times that Beth and I have been separated by distance and time. She's gone to a wedding before. I think a couple. I don't think I've ever even gone for business or anything where we're not together, so it's gonna be weird. They also say hi. Very cool. I wish you good purchasing. Good sir. All right, so interesting stickers. These are very light colored backing. It's not the heavy white stickers. This is still from a few years ago. So this set came out a few years ago. And I think some of the newer sticker sheet things haven't caught up to it. So I'm a little worried about how the stickers are going to perform on the brick, but I should be fine. I don't really care. I don't know why this is like this, but there you go. There's your instruction booklet package. Excuse me. Here's your very, very heavy instruction booklet, looking like a Chilton's manual. So if you're not familiar with the Chilton's manuals, or Chilton, they are car manuals that are basically like, here's absolutely everything you need to know about your car, including how to do limited basic repairs. I think even some medium repairs. I don't think it's like drop a new engine or anything like that. But Chilton's manuals are some of the best. I had one for an old Subaru that I had, and it was really great. So if you can, the problem is they're expensive. So this does have already, we can see new photos or photos from the new movie. So this must have come out right as the old, or right as the new movie come out. Was holding flashlight for dad flashbacks, very much so. We actually had the cage light that you'd hang with the extension cord, and even then it wasn't enough light, but yeah. So history of the ECTO-1, you know, from the movie, the type of car it was, all in Spanish and French. The design of the car for the movie. Mike the mechanic, so this is the designer, Mike Siaki, the designer of this model, the Lego model. There are a lot of pictures of it being rebuilt for Ghostbusters Revelations or Ghostbusters whatever. Ghostbusters Forever. What's the name of the new movie? I watched it. It was great. I just forget what the name of it is. So off we go, bag one. So I'm not going to use the instructions here. I'm going to use the instructions online. It'll free up a little space and you can kind of follow along a little better. Also, this would be an instance of the instructions I don't want to crease the spine of these instructions. They're very nice. It's not a newer set of instructions, but it is, it's got a little GM logo on the back, the type of car. So I don't want to like bang up these instructions a whole lot. So we'll put these off to the side and get to building. So scroll through here. This is all the same stuff. You can see on the screen here. And get down to bag one. That's what your brick separators for. I took a bag of brick separators to Brick Rodeo and then forgot them. I had pulled them out of a bag or a box. I basically brought a whole lot of them because the first day there, I kept hearing people saying, why doesn't anybody have a brick separator? I'm like, that's a good question. Why don't I have a brick separator? I usually have one in my pocket. This time I didn't. So that night I came home, got a whole bag of them because none of us actually need brick separators. So I just brought what I had. And then promptly left them there. So someone from Houston said, did anybody forget a bag of brick separators? I said, no. Donate them to next year. So there you go. There's your new brick separator. Now this is not a this is not the minifig version. This is the Creator Expert 18 Plus version. This would have been what in the new line of bricks are called icons. So the Optimus Prime is now part of the new icons line, which previously was the 18 Plus Creator line. Is something we kind of talked about. One of our guest speakers at Brick Rodeo was, I forget her name now, but she was with the marketing team at Lego and gave us a little rundown on some of the stuff they have been doing over the past couple years and what they plan on doing next and that kind of stuff. Didn't get many details because you never get really many new details from Lego when they give you a speaker. It was very much, yay, we're doing stuff. So, so yeah, excited to build this. You keep one on your work keychain. I used to have the ones with the keychain on it, but it broke, which I found odd. But yeah, I used to keep one there all the time. Oh, I haven't seen one of these in a while. That's nice. Y'all, it is so hot in this house right now. The AC's been running all day. And it's like almost 80 degrees in here. And I'm worried that our insulation is just garbage, but we rent, so what do I say? You know, hey, it's really warm in here. Can you have someone check on our AC? Or check on our insulation? It's also like 100 degrees outside, but it's going to be like this for like 3 months. So I don't know if I can handle this. I have a bad feeling about this year's summer already. A little knolling going on here, just a little bit. Kind of separate a bit of stuff here. It's a nice big gear. I don't think I have a gear this size on anything. I think maybe I got one on the T6 shuttle. Alright, what piece am I looking for? That piece. And is that black? There it is. So yeah, Love and Thunder was not bad. It wasn't my favorite. It was entertaining. There's a lot of good jokes in it. And I went with my son, and we both had a grand time. It was nice to hang out with him. This weekend, if you are in a lug that is near a Lego store, it is VIP Appreciation Week or Day. And if you have a VIP number and have been an active member of the lug for 3 meetings, or that's really up to the lug itself. But in most cases, they want to make sure that you're not just joining the lug so you can get a discount on something. Hey Connor, how's it going? It is going well here, thank you. So if you're an active member of a lug and you've got a VIP number, you can partake. What was that? In a Fall Appreciation Day, which you get appreciated at the Lego store. That is this weekend, at least for our Lego store. I don't think the Lego store really knows that it's going on, so they're a little bit surprised. What else? I just saw stuff released today about the full build or the figure build Bowser. If you're into Mario Lego stuff, that's out and available now. I'm about to eat, so I'll be back in a bit. Sounds good, my man. Appreciate you popping in and say hello. Ooh, what else? So I don't know what I'm going to get at A Fall Day. I'm not really in the mood for anything. Like, I probably would get Starry Night, or I probably would get the Pyramids, but I think there's some other new stuff coming out Star Wars wise. But I didn't spend a whole lot of Brick Rodeo either. I bought some shirts. I didn't get anything from any of the vendors, and I really meant to. But I was really busy, and I didn't have a whole lot of time to go check out the vendors, so I feel really bad about that. Because we, wanted to make sure that they were taken care of, and the best way to take care of them is to buy stuff from them. With the exception of Will. Bought some shirts from Will. But Will is a local vendor, and I've known him for years, so. Butt Chop! Did I see Haley Brick? I did not. I didn't realize that they were there. I wasn't on the floor a whole lot. I was mostly bouncing back and forth between some of the breakout rooms and in the office, and I was handling some registration stuff and setting things up, and I was following Flynn and Richard around quite a bit to make sure that they were taken care of, doing door prizes. Spent a little while setting my stuff up on Thursday, and then didn't really go back into the hall a whole lot the rest of the weekend until breakdown. So, I mean, I saw a few, like I saw Josh build stuff, but he's kind of local again. But he was with Plastic Architect, Claire, and Sands. And I know Emmasaurus was there for a little bit with her hubby, Mr. Saurus. So I saw them hanging out. I went to one game. I went to a speed build. I also was signed up for a box build thing, but apparently I forgot about it, so I didn't go to that. Yeah. Well, I missed a lot of good parts of the show, honestly. I feel like not participating in some of the games makes you feel like you're kind of left out of the whole thing. And not walking around on the floors and not doing some of the talks. But also, being one of the organizers, I had to make sure that things were working right. And that was... that took up, 14 hours in your day. So you get there at 8 and then leave at 1 in the morning. And all I wanted to do is go home and put my feet up. I wasn't staying at the hotel, so I'm just like, nope, want to go home. Miss my dogs, want to soak my feet. And times 2. So, but when we do Bricks Colleen in September, which it's not a big show. Nobody outside of Texas is probably going to know about it, but now you guys do. Bricks Colleen, September. They've got like 17,000 square feet of display space. They see 4,000 people in a weekend. It's pretty big. Like the whole city kind of comes to it. And Colleen is about an hour north of Austin, if you're curious. So if you're in this area, that's what's going on. But yeah, didn't get to see him. Barely saw the people that I was kind of looking forward to seeing. Got to meet a couple people that were from Houston that I didn't know were from Houston. Like, I only know a handful of people from Houston, but there's a few people that showed up that was like, oh, we've got stuff in common. Let's hang out. Overall, it was a good show. That reminds me, Butt Chop, I need to schedule my my slot, my 72-hour slot. So 72-hour streams coming up in about, what's today? In about 2 weeks. Starting, I guess Tuesday now. It starts earlier and earlier every year. But starting roughly Thursday and then going till Sunday night. 72/96/515 straight hours of Lego building streaming goodness. All your favorites and some new folks will be tying their streams all together to have a continuous sort of cornucopia, smorgasbord, gluttony of fun and community. Last year I kind of went crazy and I thought I would do something new, and it turned out I didn't really do anything new because everybody else was doing it, and I had spent way too much time setting mine up, and everybody else was just kind of like, yeah, I'm going to do it off this website. So I'm not doing that this year. I'm just going to kind of do my normal thing. And it may be boring, but that's what's going to happen. And my time's a little odd this year, so I normally stream 10 a.m. to noon or 11:30 on Sundays, but there was already a slot taken up starting at 11. So I will be doing my stream from, I'm assuming this goes in, I guess it doesn't matter which one it goes in. Starting at 9. So that Sunday, I'll be starting at 9. I'll probably end up going to noon anyway, but that means at 11 o'clock, I think it kicks over to Good Morning Brick World or something like that. So make sure to bounce and go check those guys out. Oh, flip. I missed the flip symbol. Let's see what else is going on. The finale of Strange New Worlds was on today, and I really liked it. It was a little weird because it was kind of a companion episode to it, to a original series episode, which the titles are failing me now. The Strange New World was a Something of Mercy or something, and it. I'm gonna look it up real quick. It was kind of a mirror episode to the original series episode. So A Quality of Mercy and the original Star Trek, the original series episodes. It wasn't something... Anyway, it kind of parallels that. There was a Klingon encounter. Let's see if I can find it real quick. Episodes, because there's only like 2-3 years, so it should be pretty easy to find. No. Balance of Terror. That's what it was. Yeah, Romulan ship. So it's kind of the same thing. They haven't met the Romulans in 100 years. So this broke canon a little bit, but it was still really good. It was a lot of fun. How would you feel about Lego gaming for the 72 hours? If so, I'd like to throw my hat in the ring. Cool. What's up, Scott? How's things? Thanks for being here. All right, so this is from previous step, is it not? Yeah, missed that. Turn that around. I am gonna call Ray Parker Jr. Harry Connick Jr. Ray Parker Jr. There's a Ray Parker Jr. biopic on Netflix or YouTube TV or Apple TV or something, and I saw the trailer for it and it looked really good. Like, I would be interested in watching it because apparently he's an amazing musician, kind of a charmed musician life to get where he was. Just really talked about all up and down the place by other musicians, and they're like, you got to listen to this kid. And the whole time I'm thinking, okay, they're going to talk about Ghostbusters. Are they going to talk about Huey Lewis in the News? Are they going to talk about I Want a New Drug? And how that song was sort of intertwined in that whole thing, but I don't know. We shall see. How is Brick Rodeo? Well, let me tell you about Brick Rodeo, Scott. I don't think Butt Chop was on here. I know Kodiak was. I don't think Connor was either. So this may be a little repetitive. Kodiak, I apologize. Last stream on Twitch, we just looked at mocks the whole time. And if you're interested, I think I put some up somewhere. Ray Harryhausen. And the guy who did stop motion film. Harryhausen. Did the Hercules and whatever. 9. So it was good. The high points for me were we got to hang out with the Tricky Bricks guys for a good amount of time because I was helping them set up their AV for their talk. So I, was in a big room with them, just kind of hanging out and talking about stuff. So that was nice. And went to dinner with them and a bunch of our lug people and the people, some people from Bricklink. And I kind of got some news from Bricklink that they are looking to get somebody to help them with their video making of the software of what's the software called? Studio. So I explained to them, or some of my very lovely lug mates explained to them that I did a lot of work in studio and they should talk to me about it. So they did, and I gave them my contact info, so we'll see what happens. Maybe it's contract work, maybe it's I don't know. I have no idea. Like, I'm trying not to read too much into it because they may have just got home and remembered it and went, what were we talking to this guy about again? Never mind. All right, so there's a big gear going on here. Guessing this will be for steering. So yeah, I'm excited about that. It was good hanging out with a lot of my lug people and playing games. I got a video done by the Beyond the Bricks guys. Did a long interview with me and the Microfighters at the table. So that was cool. It was kind of funny because I got a Instagram message from them, and they're like, hey, we want to ask you some questions, do a thing with you with your Microfighters. And I'm like, oh, super cool. And they're like, yeah, just come find us in the hall if you see us around. I'm like, yeah, definitely. So they were talking to the Peterson brothers, who always have giant displays of Star Wars, and I think they do Castle Lionhold and whatever else. And I'm like, oh, really? I got to follow that with my little guys. And then they came over, and I told them, I was like, I'll be here, just let me know when. And they're like, okay. So they finally came over, and they were like, so why don't you tell us about these? I'm like, sweet. What's up, Scott's Blocks? How goes it? It's good to see you. So I was talking to them, and they're like, so tell us about these. And I told them a little about it, and they're like, they were like, well, why don't we just go through each one? You can tell us all about each one. And I'm like, there are 60 of them. Do you really want to go through all of them? He goes, yeah, just let's list them all off, and then you tell us we got lots of time. We can just go through each one. I'm like, okay. So literally a half hour of me talking about just naming Star Wars ships for the most part. So it was cool, but I hope they play the video, because at some point my voice starts giving out. I'm like, and I start coughing. I'm like, I'm really sorry. They're like, no, that's okay. So that was fun. We did a little video thing with them and a couple other people from the lug later. So that was neat. Like I said, got to meet a lot of cool people. I didn't get to meet... Yeah, thanks. This is going to be fun. I didn't get to meet Brick Huntress. She was there with TK Bricks because they had their big Stranger Things mural. And I kind of wanted to talk to them, or at least say hi, or at least thank them for coming out, but I didn't get a chance. They were, she was at the, just standing next to the mural the whole time. And this mural was it's 6 feet tall. It's pretty big, and it's lit, and they had music playing behind it. So, and there was a constant crowd of people around it. So I didn't get to really see her in front of the model itself. And then when things calmed down, I didn't see her kind of hanging out afterwards. I know she did, but I didn't get to talk to her too much. So I hope she had a good time. I did see that. I got a shout out from that because somebody was walking the floor and they were like, oh yeah, I know that guy. And I'm like, yeah. I didn't see him walking around doing that, but that's cool. I kind of wasn't paying attention to a lot of social stuff during the convention. I always say I'm going to, like, we've got a Sunday to be there, and I was like, I should do a stream on Sunday or Thursday when we're like Thursday night when we're all setting up. And then I never do. I'm just running around with my hair cut off. Or my hair on fire. My head cut off. But it was fun. I didn't get a lot of, like, I didn't get a stand next to, there wasn't a lot of space behind the tables to stand there and engage people as they walked by your models, and which is kind of a bummer. So if you wanted to, you could stand in front of them, but that kind of blocks people behind you, their models. I had a little sliver of space, but then people weren't really sure if I was standing here with these awesome Star Wars builds of like an MTT and a Stinger Mantis. So I was like, well, and I can't be here that long because I got stuff to do. So what little people did say was good. The feedback for the game was good. In fact, people liked it so much that they're probably going to do it next year in Houston. Same format. They're just going to hide stuff all over the place. Not going to be necessarily microfighters, but something small. Minifigures or just little plaques of like this, you know, little squares with like the state of Texas on it, and you got to find them all and, you know, name the mock that you found it by or something. Something to give people points. Something for kids to do while they're there and engaging. Kids love looking for things. They don't necessarily like looking at things. So that was kind of cool. But other than that, pretty good. I feel like we got the numbers we needed. We were on the news in a couple places. Although one place ran the news like Sunday morning. So, I mean, unless you were just like, you know what, we have nothing to do today. It was kind of a little too late, but still good. Good for next year. Did I not? Yeah, I forgot to put that in there. But if you're a news person and you're hearing this, I really appreciate you coming down and doing that. Okay, so that goes on there. That goes on there. Got some good swag. The swag bag this year was really great. After this step, maybe I will show you what I got real quick. Just got to attach these. This rack and pinion stuff is always a little... There's your steering mechanism, right? So one of the sets we got is you get a taco, right? You get to build your own taco. And the cool thing about this taco, first of all, the box art was really nice. This is the box art that we got for the taco. And you can make different kinds of tacos. There are different shells and different fixins. And there's instructions on the website about, you know, how to make each one of these. So this was designed, the box art was done by Josh, who helped me set this channel up, and I was also one of the organizers of the event. So you get one taco, and then you get, you know, a bunch of extra stuff to go with it to make your own different tacos. So that's one thing. That was the con build. And then we got boxes, or we got bags to go to all the different builds, all the events. So if you were doing the thing with Flynn and Richard, you would get a bag to go to their talk, and it was a little thing that made a simple machine, so it had little gears and pins and stuff, and you can make stuff do a couple things. We got a blister pack full of some minifigures, so everybody got 5 minifigures. They're all different kinds. So that was pretty cool. We got a really great tote bag designed by one of the con organizers too. The goat of Brick Rodeo. So this was really cool. And then we also got a shirt done by Will Heron to go with the fact that the event was on 4th of July. So that was pretty cool. Let's see. Got some random cool parts as well. So got like 5 or 6 bags of parts, you know, bags like that big of parts. We spent a lot of money on, and then you get the bricks, the printed bricks that have the date and the event and all that kind of stuff on it. So we spent a lot of money on the swag bags, and I think more could have been spent on other things, but that's something we'll talk about in our follow-up meetings and whatnot. Maybe advertising, I don't know. But I think for the most part, people had a good show and were very happy with what went on. There were some discussions over scheduling was a little weird because the schedule was changing all the time because things were being canceled because some people didn't show up or we didn't have the rooms right or we, you know, just for whatever reason things got rescheduled. We only had 2 things canceled and we had somebody show up at the office, at the volunteer office, just was not happy about the fact that it was canceled. Like they had mentioned, they drove all the way from whatever city it was way down South Austin, and the event was canceled. And we're like, you drove all this way for this dumb game, you know? I mean, it was like a game. It was like a stand build or a build in a bag or something. They should do an in-person Lego Star Wars convention. Yeah, they should. I would do that. Just Lego Star Wars. I think our lug is not train heavy, but it is very, we do have one of the lugs in the area, the Texas Brick Railroad, always puts on a really good show. But they're like the biggest thing at the event. So just having a Star Wars one, because you know who would show up would be Rich Boy James. Can I go like that? And he kind of upset me a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. I have a thing about like Lego personalities sometimes. It's just kind of frustrating. I don't know. But overall, it was pretty good. Brick Road.o. Okay. This goes in here and all the way back. There were a lot of really great people that showed up and weren't necessarily there to help, but did help, and they knocked it out of the park. And then there were others who kind of felt like they were, I don't know what the word is, you know, like we should have been happy that they were there and they acted as such. So well, the other thing, okay, let me tell you what. He is very passionate about what he does, and he's very good at what he does, right? The problem that I had is he didn't register for his mock. He didn't register his mock on time, right? We had a deadline, June 1st. Register your mock. We have to know how big it is. We have to know where to put it. So we can file with the fire marshal. I'm going to catch hell for this, and I don't even care. So that's why we have people register early, because if not, we need to get it in writing from the fire marshal that our layout is okay. And we'll make exceptions when we're there, but we have to stay within a certain size and framework and whatever. Well, we knew he'd registered as an all-access member, but then didn't register a mock. So we're like, we know who this guy is. He's going to have a mock with him. We don't know how big it is. It's probably going to be big. We can't just save 10 square feet of table for him because we don't know, you know, if he doesn't bring anything, then we're going to have to scramble and get other people's mocks either added or we're going to have to bring our own and fill it in. So finally, after trying to get a hold of him for a while, he finally responds and says, I'll bring this big thing. And this is like days before the event, right? like mere days. So load in is Thursday. And he shows up Friday afternoon. So the public day is Saturday. Public days are Saturday and Sunday. Public days is generally don't work on your mock. Have it done. Don't be in the hall. There's not enough room for us all to stand by our stuff. Just be done. Well, he got there sometime in the afternoon and then stayed until like 2 in the morning. And which means we had to stay till 2 in the morning. And there was nothing for us to do. Just sit there and wait. And so we kept telling people, all right, people, we got to lock up the hall. We got to go. You know, we got to get ready for the day tomorrow. So y'all got to get out of here. And him and his posse just sat there building stuff. And for all I can tell, they built some lat gunfighters or gunships. And that's it. He had a big quarter panel of like Topeka City, Tacopa, whatever Camino is, the big disc city. He had like a quarter of it, and it was basically a big empty shell. And that was it. Well, exactly, Butt Chop. That was my thing. But then I was downvoted because we don't want bad press in the Lego community because we are a con that doesn't allow for people to kind of do their thing, you know, and get talked bad about and get a little bit of bad press. We didn't want bad press. But at the same time, I'm like, they're making work for us. So that's what upset me. And then not even finishing or getting done or just having something to show that was something to show. We asked him, are you going to stay here and work on this? And he wasn't by his mock hardly at all. He was just milling around, and that's fine. That's what everybody did. But then at one point he's like, oh, I'm done with this convention. Just like offhand. Yeah, I'm done with this. So we made a real good effort to have him there, and he kind of treated it like it was a dry run for something else. I mean, fair. It wasn't Bricks Cascade. It wasn't Bricks by the Bay. It wasn't Brick World. You know, so I get it, but... yeah. There was a couple instances where there were some people who did not act really great. It was not a very play well thing, and we kind of said no to him. We said, I'm sorry, you don't get to do that. There was a Fairy Bricks incident with some donations, and then there was something else, and we were just like, I'm sorry, you can't, you know, this isn't for you to come here and like, I don't know. I'm not even going to really go into it, but yes, we had a couple incidents like that. And you know what? I don't have to do it again next year. I'll help a little bit. Like I said I would help volunteer, but I think I would just like to go and be at the convention and not have to worry about if everyone's got a schedule of the thing or not, or if the AV in that one room is working or not, or help set up the tables, help tear down the tables, that kind of stuff. So it'd be nice to just go, put up my mocks, and then just fart around and play the games and go to the workshops. And then when the night's done, go and hang out in the lobby. That was the other thing. There was like, it wasn't volunteers, but there were people that I thought were supposed to help. We're just hanging out in the lobby drinking while there were still people working. And I was like, well, I'm going to go home. I complained because I want to have a story to tell. One of my friends has recently told me that I like complaining because I want a story to tell. So that is the realization I'm taking away from this event, is that I like telling stories about stuff. So there you go. If it seems like I didn't have a good time, that is untrue. I had a fantastic time, and the people that were there working the convention, working the registration, working all the events and the games were all fantastic people. for the most part. And I'm glad that I went. It was a good weekend. I'm glad it's over too, because it was just a lot of work. But I highly encourage next year that you go to Sugarland, just west of Houston, July 6th through 9th. It's the same place it was last year. And it'll be run by pretty much the same crew, but I know they will have taken some pointers from us this year on some things they can do to improve it. I think like all the website stuff's going to be the same, but we'll have some improvements in place. And we'll see how it goes. I'm looking forward to it. That was the other thing. Not to like name names or anything like that, but I can definitely tell who the Instagrammers and the YouTubers were, because they really didn't interact with anybody but themselves. I felt like they were there to encourage their followers to be there, but once they got there, there was really nothing for them to do. We did have a lot of people say, I'm here because so-and-so is here. Like people from, it just blew my mind. People from not inside Texas were like, I'm here because this person is here. And we're like, really? Okay. Well, good luck finding them. I haven't seen them in whatever. What's up, Greg? Good to see you. Yeah, ours didn't. Ours was kind of in the convention, but at the same time, they didn't do anything while they were there. They didn't have a talk. They didn't bring any mocks. There was one lady who was there who was very cool, Dr. Kat. She brought a blanket. I think she brought a mock, but also a blanket she knitted that was a giant Lego symbol that she auctioned off in our charity auction, which was very cool of her. And then we got to hang out a little bit at the bar, this group of us, and she was there, and it was very cool. Like, she was super nice. I didn't really get to meet the other ones. I already know Josh, but I rolled up on him one time and I was like, hey guys, how's it going? And they all kind of went and I was like, okay, well, this was fun, thanks for being here. My day's going great, Greg. How's yours? Got to watch Love and Thunder before doing the stream. Had a garbage day at work, but it's done now. Yeah, they didn't have, none of the people with channels were there to do anything specifically, but they did have, I think they like organized their own meetups. Like, hey, we're going to meet at this time outside of this place. So it wasn't anything like official through the convention, but how are you, Greg? NIOH. I'm going to claim ignorance and not know what that is. I'm very sorry. It's not the new Metal Gear Solid, or Metal Gear. What is the new Metal Gear game that's out? Is that all done? That's all done. People gravitate towards trash, hence those people are loved. Yup. Yeah, ask my wife. She loves garbage stuff like that. Watches all the real world shows, and there's just people yelling at each other and being terrible people, and I'm like, why do you watch this? This is awful. I just like the drama. It's a very difficult game. Well, what is it? What is NIO? Is that the name of the game, or is that short for something? I'm not in the know. I'm not in the NIOH. Oh, goodness. Okay. the normies, the muggles. Yeah, I'm like, read a fantasy book. That's much more entertaining. I don't know what you're doing. Oh, it's the name of the game. Okay. Is that really going to be not attached under there? Yeah, it really is. Okay. Excuse me. Oh, my living hard days are catching up with me, y'all. I feel like God of War Ragnarok. Right on. I'm trying to think of a game I'm waiting for. I don't know if there is one. I kind of stopped playing Lego Star Wars because I'm at like 88% of completion in the galaxy. Like, I've completed all the individual planets and space areas. I think I still need to do a couple like missions. And then I need to go through all the movies and find everything. Because I just played through all the movies and then I went back in free play and did all the free play stuff. Now I need to go back to the movies and finish out all the movies. And some of them are ridiculously... Like, I have no idea where some of the mini kits are. I'm just like, I don't want to do this just to complete it. And I think the very last thing is you go to the top of the Yavin Tower and you hit a plunger. I don't know what that is. To complete the game, to say I did it, I done it, I'm all good. Look at how well I did. I don't feel like the air conditioner is on right now. I really need to go turn that on because it's very warm in here. There we go, just turned on. Yavin Tower, I think so. It's got a big plunger on it, and I'm assuming you flush all your time away. That's what it's there for. Oh, is that shiny? It's the only one there. It's got to be shiny. Boom, 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 boom. I just sucked 1 year of your life away. One day I may go as high as 10, but I really don't know what that'll do. So let's just stick with what we've got. And remember, this is for posterity, so be truthful. How do you feel? Interesting. I've seen that movie way too much. Got the tall neck. Sweet. The tall neck is a great set. It makes me want to go back and... I think a couple weeks ago, about a month ago, they released... Or they gave us a DLC, basically, that is a... what's it called? A Game Plus. So I might go back and do Game Plus because I did that originally with the first game and I had so much fun. I love Game Plus. Because you can kind of, instead of like getting all the way here and then going all the way back for all the things you missed because you couldn't get to a certain place because you didn't have a certain thing, you can just kind of go all the way through and it's all new and you can go through the story and it should be fun. And if you wait long enough, you've forgotten all about it. And then it's like a new game. That reminds me, I have not. So I have a Twitter account that's Miracle Max. And I write as Miracle Max, and I haven't written on it in a very long time. And a friend gave me crap the other day. He's like, I was reading all those. They were great. Why did you stop? I'm like, It was fun when there was like crap to talk about, and then there suddenly wasn't a whole lot of crap to talk about, but now there is again. So you fire it up again and be like, protest via fictional Twitter account. But it was fun. I mostly badmouthed my fictional wife. Valerie. That was what most of the account was. Bad-mouthing the king's stinking son, and then bemoaning my marital status. Is this a ×2? No. Negative. No, that's on, is it on Hulu? The Beavis and Butthead movie? I've seen clips from it. I kind of want to see it, but at the same time, I'm like, I could not watch it. That's fine. For a while, the only reason I was watching Beavis and Butthead was to see videos and for some of the cartoons that they would play in or in between them. Like, I would watch it because at one point I saw Ian Flux and I lost my mind. And then there was another that was Liquid Television that was right around then. So I was kind of watching Beavis and Butthead just for other things other than Beavis and Butthead. Paramount Plus. Okay. I do have that. Because I'm watching the Star Treks. And we were talking about that earlier. If you haven't watched Strange New Worlds, you are missing out. It is really good. Best Trek, the best Trek since Orville. But I'll give it a shot. I saw the trailer. It looks kind of funny. There's a trailer for Clerks 3, and I was like, oh my god, really? I kind of knew it was coming out, but at the same time, I'm like, wow, they really did it. And so I sent it to the family chat, and I was like, yo, this is out. And the adults in the chat were like, holy crap, I can't believe we're doing that. And the small ones were like, of course, they're like, we haven't seen the first two. And we're like, yeah, you probably need to. All right, so this is not attached to anything yet. This just says to sit in here and just be chill. Like that. I'm guessing it attaches to one of these things and then pulls out the side because it's that sidecar thing, which is weird. But whatever. Snoochie boochies. I'm not even supposed to be here today. Yeah, and everybody looks the same, just like older, but not in like a great way. It's weird. What's his name looked pretty good. Not Randall, but it's not. Is it Dominic? I think it's Dominic, the other guy. He looked pretty good. It's not Dominic. What is it? Clerks. It's coming out in this year. Dante. Fuck, Dominic. So did you watch Butt Chop? Did you see Everything Everywhere All at Once? Because that was not one of those. And that was very good. Also, I'm excited. I think a lot of us are excited for Nope. Another Jordan Peele joint. The problem I have with it is like I'm trying to avoid trailers because every trailer for the movie is like 15 minutes long. It's like, hey, I hear you like this movie. Do you want to watch it now? No. Why show me everything? Sticker, first sticker. Oh, it is putting rust on here. Look at that. I don't know if, okay. That's egregious. All these stickers are rust. Really? You do not watch new movies, sequels, or reboots, right? Okay. Well, now I know what not to ask you. So have you seen Roman Holiday? So these are all clear stickers. And it really doesn't matter how this goes on there because it's just a stain. Boop. And wouldn't you know it, I put it on effing wrong. Put it on the wrong spot. Not that it matters a whole lot, but... don't like these stickers. They leave air bubbles, and you can kind of see under them and everything. I have abandoned Hollywood pop culture. Okay. I am not going to fight you on that. That is a thing that people do. This doesn't attach to anything either. Okay. Fair enough. So I saw a Bill Murray movie with Kylo Ren. Oh God, what was that? That was that zombie movie, wasn't it? That looked funny as hell. Okay, so this also doesn't go anywhere, but this clips onto that. Yeah, a lot of these are like, hey, just lay this right here. They were cops, that's right. Times 3. Okay, so this goes here. Yes. Yes, no. Yes. This goes here, and this goes here, like so. Okay. Wow, and that came out a while ago too. It's like 3 years ago or something, or more. Yeah, that looked real funny. There's a couple movies out I want to watch. We keep meaning to watch Tire and Velocipaster, and there's another one of that ilk. That looked really funny. Funny in a, oh my god, I can't believe they made this movie kind of way. And my daughter watched Tire, and she was like, I cannot believe I'm watching this. It is amazing. Yes, there are other good movies being made. This is not sitting right. Did I do this wrong? The only times I'm going to be able to get that off of there. Oh, yeah, I did do that wrong. big old thing right here. And then these guys. Yeehaw. I think my favorite in the last couple of years is probably Dune. I really liked what they did with that. That was a very good adaptation. I need to go watch Old Men or Old Guy or whatever it is with Jeff Bridges. I heard that was pretty good. Like, I'm watching a stupid amount of TV. But I always feel like I'm missing out on stuff, so if something goes by the way, like, yeah, I don't keep up. I try, but I don't stress if I can't, because there's only so much time in the day, and there's Lego to be done. And the dogs need to be fed. Wow, 2 bags, and it's only 9:30 or 9:15. I feel like this is going really slow. So let's see what's next. I keep wanting to do... There's a couple big builds that I want to do that I don't know how to approach them or even if I still want to. One was that Beggar's Canyon thing with the T16. Another one is... I kind of want to do a Kylo Ren Rey build where it's a big like maquette build, and it's the scene where they're fighting on Starkiller, on Ilium, basically Starkiller base planet, and they've each got a hold of each other's lightsabers, and they're kind of like this, and they're digging one of them into the ground, and the other one's kind of just being held up like that. It's a very dynamic thing. The lighting's great all over the place. One saber's in the snow, and it's kind of smoking. So I want to build that whole thing at about, make the figures about, I don't know, 18 inches, 16 inches, something like that, pretty big. And then light up the lightsabers so they look really cool, but then have it built on a platform that's very snowy and has those trees around it, and then have like a smoke machine under where the one lightsaber is, so I can turn it on and have smoke come out of it, so it looks like it's melting in the snow. Arguably not that hard of a build, but I've never built big figures like that, so I think that's something I'd like to try. I've also never lit anything. I'd like to kind of get out of the comfort zone of buildings and spaceships. So I'd like to see if I could do this. And plus, I think it'd be a fun centerpiece to a convention or something like that. All right, I think that's good. There's a little gap right there. In that. Oh, these are backpacks. Okay, these are the Proton Packs. Cool beans. Need to build 17 of these. I have to go back and watch this movie. I watch this movie once every couple of years, and I just forget how... Not the new one. The new one was fine. Like, I didn't have a problem with the new one. I thought I was entertained. But the original was just... I loved it so much. No, don't flip. Oh, and that's the Proton Pack. I can't see from the instructions. Like that. Are you out? All right, take care, man. I shall see you probably for the 72-hour thing. I will grab that image and post a thing about it soon. Oh, this isn't a Proton Pack. I think this is a chair. Oh, this is the Proton Pack chair. I betcha. 4 a.m. work. Oof. Go to bed. Get some sleep. What the hell's wrong with you? Why are you even awake now? This will be here when you're done. You go get some rest, sunshine. That's pretty cool. This is just going to be the seat, I think, that attaches here that gets kicked out with what's her name on it. So exciting. Exciting and new. Come aboard. We're expecting you. The Ghostbusters. Soon they'll be busting some other ghosts. Which one do I put it on? He says, oh, probably those two. And this is gonna come out. Beep, beep, beep. Hope I did that right, because that's gonna, I'm gonna be, this is gonna have to be pulled apart. If it's not on there right. Because there's no... Okay, whatever. I didn't see anything attached to that other thing. Nothing attached down there. Nothing attached there. Oh, okay, yeah, I mean... Looks good. Yeehaw. Let's roll with it. What? I'm... Okay. I missed a bunch of stuff up here somewhere. So this goes here. Gotcha. Oh, that's just a bunch of these. Ha ha ha. And then this goes here. Getting the Skywalker Saga Lego Star Wars game? Cool. Oh man, I missed something somewhere. Where did this... Did I forget it on this thing? That's right. Oh man. So these I understand not being a part of it. This is gonna be a problem. Oh Lord. Where did I miss this? Frack. Oh. Oh God, that's way in there. Did I really miss putting that in there? Yep, sure did. Oh, Lord. Okay. Well, that wasn't all that bad. Well, that's pretty cool. That's neat. Okay. I'm on board. All right. Okay, let's get back to bag. Let's start at least bag 3 and see where we go from here. I may have to be done with this in a little bit. I don't think I got con crud, which I'm shocked, but I definitely have not been sleeping well. And waking up just all kinds of stuffy. Kind of do this down here. Tested a couple times for COVID, and we're okay. Beth is having all kinds of problems. More of the same from earlier, the stuff she had surgery on. It's more of that. Plus she fell and hit her knee, and then she tripped the other day and screwed up her ankle a little bit, so she's kind of having some problems. So she's just like, I want to eat and go to bed. I'm like, all right, fair enough. Oh my god, all of this goes on there at once? Okay, that. I do too. She's not been doing well the last, like, 6 months. You know what? I blame getting married. Like, I think I got sold a bill of goods. I didn't realize sickness and health meant next week. I'm kidding. I'm here for her. I hope she gets better. I'm just worried that a lot of what she's going through right now is stuff that is kind of leaning into the whole what the country is going through right now, and she's worried that a lot of that kind of care, despite the fact that hers is just, it's medically necessary, just not having an abortion or anything, but still, she's worried that some of that care may be taken away, or people will refuse to see people, or I don't think that'll happen, but at the same time, you're always in the back of your mind going, well, what is there? You know, what can we do? So she's always concerned about that, and rightly so. And it hurts. She's in a lot of pain, and it's just, you know, it's hard to sleep, and you're not sure what's going on. So, sorry, I didn't mean to be a downer. Yeah, so go Avalanche. Got me a jersey. If you weren't here for the stream last week, or Tuesday, I was doing a quick little stream about the builds and catch up on Brick Rodeo and stuff, and Greg came over and said, I want to build that taco with you, because I bought him one of the taco kits. So he came over, and then I got a text that says, your daughter wants to know if you're still streaming and how long you'll be streaming, and I said yes. And then Cheryl and Claire came over, and they brought me a gift. They brought me a Colorado Avalanche jersey with the Stanley Cup patch on it. So that was super great. Oh yeah, take care, Kodiak. It's good seeing you, good talking to you. Thanks for being here while shopping. That was really great. I might try to be back, I guess, Sunday. This weekend's kind of busy, so I'll be back Sunday. And we'll keep working on this. Or maybe I'll do something else. I don't know. But take it easy. Have a good night. So yeah, I'm hoping she gets the treatment she needs and not with a bunch of crappy stigma attached to it, not without a bunch of second guessing and all that stuff. So just hard. Honestly, the biggest thing I'm worried about right now is our stupid air conditioner. It's just on constantly. Like, it just went off a little while ago, but it'll kick like immediately back on. Okay, good. Like, just kicked right back on. I mean, what does the temperature say now? It is. It's 93. Oh, I got a lot of alerts about something. And again, it's hard to tell your landlord, hey, you know, it's really hot in here. Can you check the insulation? Maybe it needs it. Oh, another sticker coming up. We did a workshop. Michaela, who has been on here before, but not real recently. Why didn't you have me put that on before? Oh no, that is on now. Okay. They did a workshop called "Stickers Aren't Scary," in which you were given a bag of tiles as part of your registration, and then they had a handful of stickers for you to work on, and they showed you how to properly apply them and remove them and how to clean stuff, and just to have fun customizing all your models with them. Like if you have extra from other sets, you can apply them to newer sets, that kind of stuff. And I was like, that is one workshop I'm not going to go to. I think it was great. I think the idea of what they did was great, but I was not going to do that. Mine's made up on stickers. They're not scary. I just don't like them. Another one of those. Bam. Insulation melted. Yeah, the irony. Okay, so that. I'm probably going to be here maybe another... I'm trying to decide if everybody else jumps, I might call it right now. So I wouldn't worry about it. But thanks for being on here, Scott. I appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out with me while I did this. Yeah, I'll go ahead and call it. It's 9:30. Thank you for being here if you were on. I know Connor was on here earlier. So it was good talking to everybody. And I'll pick this up Saturday afternoon maybe, or Saturday morning, or Tuesday afternoon, or Sunday. Just keep an eye out for YouTube and Twitch, and I'll talk to you guys later. All right, have a good night. Take care.